create a 100% stacked bar chart, we come over to the visuals ribbon, and on the top row on the right hand side, we see a 100% stacked bar chart. Click on it once and the template appears in the canvas. Click and drag and resize using the nodes on the corners and on the sides, and you can get the visual to the size you want. I want to try and get this in the middle of the screen, so the red crosshair is going to help me, and there they are. So let's add some data. We come over to the data ribbon. I'm going to grab the property type, click and drag that into the y-axis. Nothing much happens apart from the property type title appearing in the top left-hand corner. Need to add some data. So I'm going to go and grab the sale amount, click and drag that from the data ribbon into the x-axis. And now I actually have created a 100% stacked bar chart. If I hover over the actual column, you can see the percentage is 100, but the value is at 57 million. Come down to the next one, still 100%, but the value changes to 32 million, and come to the bottom one, and still 100%, but the value is now 11 million. To make more sense of this chart, I need to add in another factor. So I'm going to come back over to my data. I'm going to grab the sold yes or no, and I'm going to bring that into the legend field. And now this chart really does come to life. I can actually see the percentage of sold and the percentage of unsold by hovering over the two. Ideally, I could do some data labels. So I'm going to come over back to the top of the visuals, go to format your visual, and then further down the selection, I can see data labels. There's a radio switch. Click on the radio switch and the percentage values appears. So now I have a metric that's in the middle of the actual data that I'm looking at, and it makes a bit more sense. If I want to then go back to a more traditional type of chart where it's in a vertical position, I can come back up to add data to your visual, come back over to the top selection, and next to a 100% stacked bar chart, I will see a 100% stacked column chart. Click on that once, and now I see something that we're used to seeing from Microsoft Excel.